Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. The back's got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled just short of the 25.
The LSU offense will take over.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. It's an option look. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. And here comes the punter onto the field. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. What a moment. Conference championship on the line. The punt returner takes it all the way to the house.
You know, the special team coach told us that he thought they had a chance to either come up with a block punt or hit a big return. In this case, it's the latter. They set it up perfectly, took it all the way back, just like he told us.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, LSU. And now here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. He grabs it inside the 20. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Moves his way for a 1st down to the 35.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So, second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to launch it deep again. And it's caught at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Handoff from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
We tack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Makes the catch downfield. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tight end makes the grab. Breaking free at midfield. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's an out route. The catch made. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made inside the 10. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tide.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. All the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU, stable of backs again on this roster, too.
They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's running out of time here. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offense.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Touchdown, Bama. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. He just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. They're going to run it here. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
And they get some positive yards here. Just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense really clicking. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. First down. Looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Second down after the incompletion. The shotgun handoff here. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Strong game by this quarterback.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get? Try to add to this lead before halftime. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
He's going to take another shot right here. And the pass caught inside the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tide.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as they'll line up on 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Throws to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
The pass rush closing in. And he pulls in the catch. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? Touchdown, LSU. This quarterback on fire today. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Finding some room at the 25. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Carter. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete for a third straight play.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
They'll go for it on 4th down for a 5th time. They're 3 for 4 so far today. Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. See if they can convert the point after. And there's the point after. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Well, now that we're in this second half, Chris, you're limited on how many possessions you can get to get back into this game, and I think they needed to get something to get them going. Now you steal back some momentum. Let's see what they can do with this.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I mean, how about this?
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Looking right. This one caught.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Here's the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Alabama. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on a conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to extend the play. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now another deep ball here. Touchdown, LSU. This passing game is on fire today. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Now the try for 2. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he makes it in. The 2-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. They try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Now it's 2nd down here. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And here comes a deep shot. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to make a play here. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice play here. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up that big play.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Well, this defense is playing well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Who makes the grab? That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. The linebacker shifting around now. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's got his man wide open. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off, a crushing mistake. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Defense is coming after him. And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to throw it deep. Catch is made way down inside the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
At this point, I'm wondering if either defense is going to show up to play today. I mean, it's just been one big play after another. Definitely has the feeling of which quarterback will have the ball last is going to end up winning this game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And sack sets up an important 3rd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted on a desperation throw here. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion makes it second down. And he'll set up to throw. The tight end has got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's got it. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Touchdown, LSU. And the comeback continues.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Receiver makes the grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.